Next problems, we will be working on understanding the errors. So when we have to calculate the error for the given data set, the first error available is mean absolute error, MAE, mean square error, RMSE, root mean square error. Now for all these things we have a formula. If you observe the formula for mean absolute error, it is nothing but we are finding the average, that is 1 divided by n, that is total number of data sets which is available, average of absolute error. See, how do we find the error? Difference between actual value and the predicted value is the error. That particular error, we need to consider the absolute error and find the average of it. What is the importance of mean absolute error is, it indicates how far the predictions is from mean value. Whatever the predicted value, how far it is away from the mean value. This is indicated by mean absolute error. Next error is mean square error. Just make the difference from here to here. Here it is nothing but we are averaging the squared error. After finding the difference between error, what is the difference between error? The difference between actual value and predicted value. That value has to be squared. Then finding the average will be the mean square error. Root mean square error is nothing but finding the square root of this particular value. So these are the three various errors where we need to find. Next comes very important concept. We need to understand why R square score is important with respect to mean square error. Or else we have to do one study, that is comparative analysis between R square and mean square error. Mean square error is already, we know that it is the square root which is nothing but average of squared error. So we are squaring the number. We should understand one thing, whatever the value is there, we are squaring. Before I explain you about this, I'll tell you one small difference between R square score and mean square error. Just assume that if the data set is marks, or if the data set is in rupees, so the units we are measuring money is in rupees, right? R square or R square scores does not have units. There is no units for R square. We are only measuring R square in terms between 0 and 1. This is one of the added advantage. But what is happening in mean square error? Mean square error is nothing but we are finding the average of square error. If the data set is mentioned in terms of money in rupees, then mean square error is something where it is getting squared. The value is getting on squared. Where when the value is getting squared, that means it is increasing. When there is no direct relation between the data, where the data is getting squared, then we cannot interpret such data. Okay, you will understand it later when we do the problem. Now let's understand the formula for R square score. So I'll just tell you, R square score is the value which is not measured in units. Usually they are measured between 0 to 1. If R square 1, that means the model performance is good. If R square 0 is nothing but R square performance is not good. If it is whatever the R square value is -1, that means it is very poor model. So good model if R square is equal to 1. If R square is equal to 0, that means improvement is needed. Whereas if it is negative means model is totally poor in performance. To measure this, we have the formula which is nothing but 1 minus residual sum of squares whole divided by total sum of squares. So now one by one I'll tell you what it is. This is nothing but, that is res, which is nothing but residual sum of squares is given by what? It is indicating the squared value of difference between actual and predicted value. So we are squaring this. So this parameter actually indicates how wrong the model is. That means this is indicating the error. So can I represent this as 1 minus, where this residual sum of squares is indicating the value error. So I have written it as error. What is this SS total? SS total is nothing but total sum of squares. This is given by, if you can see, this is nothing but we are just finding the total sum of squares, where this indicates variation in data with respect to mean. So the total variation in data with respect to mean is indicated by SS total. So instead of writing SS total, we can write 1 minus error divided by total variation. So let me write this here neatly. So the R square score can also be written like this. Let's assume that out of 80, 20 is error. So if we do that, I think we will get the answer as 0.8. If R square is 0.8, that means this value is between 0 to 0.1, which is nothing but 0.8 means 80% of variance in data. Don't you think because of R square, measuring the variation in the data is very clear? So this actually R square score clearly indicate how the model is good, how the model in terms of data is represented. But in the case of mean square error, what is happening? It is depending on the scale of data. For example, units of target exist. As I was telling, if we are measuring the data in terms of money or in terms of rupees, and if I consider this, because since units is there and we are squaring the value, it is very difficult to interpret because of squared error. Because whenever we want to find out the magnitude of error, mean square error is identified, but whenever we want to identify how model works well, whether model works good, then R square will be 1. To know that, R square score is preferred. So to actually represent the data variance, it is always R square score is preferred. Next two different concept is, that is bias and variance. Sometimes this is asked in terms of real time examples or real world examples, where we need to understand what is bias and variance. If this concept is well known, any example you can take and map the concept. Bias is something indicates the error which is due to oversimplified. For example, the data available is non-linear, but we have a linear model where we are trying to represent the non-linearity in the data. So model used here is simple, but model assumptions are very strong, because of which there is underfitting. One example is like linear modeling for non-linear data. Here, error can occur because of oversimplification. The data available is non-linear, but we are doing linear modeling for non-linear data. So automatically what happens? The model ends up in underfitting because of too simplification. What happens in variance is, here error is because of model sensitivity to training data. So here the complexity will increase. The complexity increases, because of which there is chances of interference of noise. The noise interferes in the case of complexity of data whenever it increases. So that is one of the good example where error occurs due to model sensitivity to the training data. So because of which here the condition occurring is overfitting. Now what is the trade-off? How to compare the trade-off between bias and variance? As I told you, due to oversimplification, where example I gave you was linear modeling we are doing for non-linear data. That is going to cause into underfitting, because the model is too simplified for non-linear data. Here, the complexity is increasing. Sometimes when the model complexity is more, noise will interfere. This is because of error due to the model sensitivity due to training errors or training data errors, because of which there is overfitting. Now if you compare how to trade off, when the model complexity has to be reduced, or when the model complexity reducing is necessary, go with bias should be high, variance should be low. So this is how I have mapped the trade-off. You can observe here. If the bias is high, variance is low, then automatically the complexity of the model reduces. But if the biasing is increasing and variance is more, then complexity of the model increases. So this is how the trade-off when we want the complexity of model to be achieved is less, then we need to go with high bias, low variance. When the complexity of the model is increasing, then we need to go with the trade-off like bias has to be reduced, variance should be increasing. So these are the some concepts where we need before we start with the problems now.